Some might find cleaning tedious. Not I.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
I shall be on top form today. I can feel it.
Perhaps I'll...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
All I need by help.
Might head to market. I've need of a few things.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so! She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
My head hurts just...
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead. Where ought we to go now?
This is for you. What do you think? There's got to be something fun to do.
On top of aught else.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
I dream of owning a larger store, I do.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
time, this place.
The world could use more places like this.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fine wares.
Now, what's to do?
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, He now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Well met, sir. Fancy gander? Fine wares all.
This looks as good a place as any.
I hope I've not left all undone.
Good day, sir. There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Interested in my wares?
Politics this morning.
My bed.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It is our duty to see this peace protected.
We shall await. You here, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Tight. I can just about anything. Fine place to let
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Such quietude is a blessing. If I see that rat again, I'll gut him myself.
My sword arm could use it. I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
If I see that rat again,
Those new
I'll
recruits
gut him
could barely
myself.
lift their swords.
Monsters range nearer than e'er they dared before.
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? I am Sven, the son of Queen Regent Disa. Mother has been acting rather strangely of late. I thought to investigate the matter whilst she was away. I gather 'tis the same for you. I can't imagine what else would have summoned you here. My word! You mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you
When does my wife of milk have been forgotten?
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
There's ought to be said. Silence cultivate few other places where I can truly feel at ease.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up. I'd get just about anywhere.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
This armor's seen better days.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
Well met, sir. It's just another way to save your own skin. Everyone always in such a hurry.
Fields here if you know what about.
Peruse at your leisure. Gotta be somewhere to make some good coffee.
I get along with everyone.
Now, what was that about again? Been a while since I heard a good.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting? That's odd. Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim? I sense eyes upon us.
This really is fun.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
always sets me to think.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. 'Tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
If aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
Ugh.
We shall see how bold you are in eyes.
Do not test me. I've trained for this.
Well met, son.
This really is be of service, Richie. This part's a bit different as well.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have you... Have a look.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Go on, have a look.
Time to be heading home. proceed.
Not sure why I'm patrolling, if I'm honest.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
But not happy wants to do. Precious little sign. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are in such peace.
Please advise I best stay on my feet.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
I mustn't let the captain see my knees now.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker. To polish up my gear for the morrow.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder? I know not what to say.
Must hold out till someone comes to lead me. Waiting on a report. A fine place. Certainly gather one's thoughts. Kept just about anyway.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while? Do take care not to stray so far next time.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
I know that class from somewhere.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
What I need.
It's on me to bear what young
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
The rules at your leisure. Peruse at your leisure. Ought to be said.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look?
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. Much obliged. This inspires naught but misgivings.
I'll go and open the chest.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
I think I've earned it.
Battle is upon us! I will protect you. Putting that aside, we've not counted a thief among our number for some time. 'Tis your decision whom we travel with, Master. That was superb, Arisen.
How dare you! I dislike the look of this. I was not prepared for this.
What's all this racket?
Hold fast! Stand idly by.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Back, and I will heal you with my magic.
This brute has... quite the temper!
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
No ball here.
We can still prevail, though I fear for our chances.
We are sure to fare poorly if we persist without a plan.
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Let us see what you're made of!
Cyclops' tusks are precious indeed. Let us endeavour to obtain them. And what good will that do us if we don't survive? You must needs focus. Allow me.
Listen, you are full of... Would seem our foe is unbalanced.
There is no better time to strike. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
This bitch was fierce and powerful in our ranks. I cannot recommend witnessing one of its rampages up close.
How are we meant to attack it without hindering it?
Splendid. This foe was marked to by my master from beyond the world. Now I can report a successful hunt.
Well said.
This cannot be.
What was that?
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead. Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees. Right you are.
No sense in letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Douse the flames before it is too late. That was superb, Arisen. This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? Look there! I espy another statue. Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Come on!
Don't drag me. Seems your luck's run out.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
One of our number is unconscious. You'll only exhaust yourself if you keep on like that.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Once more. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths. I'll gather this. It might be of use. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
Fee, how did this happen? We must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
That's quite a large boulder. But methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Would anyone care to push? Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die. Valiant. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
It's our first time setting foot in this place, but I trust we'll muddle through.
Keep stout of heart and clear of mind. It is hard to find my footing in this darkness. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
As planned, was most effective.
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
If something lurks among us, we may not see it till 'tis too late.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Might I be of assistance? I shall not fail you. Have you taken leave of your senses, Arisen? Copy, Master! This bow will recoil from flame!
No quarrel here. What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Truly? One can see far to the distance from here. 'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings. I quite agree.
Too fast for you!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? This seems a decent spot for a campsite. The sun is yet to set. We could rest here now or press on a while.
on then! Let's damn field of bastards want to pit us against our fellows, but that's not make cutting them down easier to bear!
You have my support.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
An astounding discovery. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Take that! If you distract our foe, Arisen, I'll see them root. We are at our best when we combine our strength. This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. Sunset draws near. We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight. We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
I'm done for, aren't I?
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we cannot defend ourselves. You have my support. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
There's much needs doing. It's been a hard day. My sword does not look any work. I find any
I'm stuck to the passage again.
I'll wander about and see what's doing.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Why, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to. if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? Very well. I shall not press. But know that your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past. As we suspected. He was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? If that is your judgment, your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Welcome to Bjorn's armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the... Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look. Welcome to Bjorn's Armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We shall have to scour, high and low.
Coins smell good if you work yourself to death.
Times are hard. Barely scraping by.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den, from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
The rules at your mind, any turn. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
Oh, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Days like this make me glad to should I get up to today? Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale, mine.
I feel a bit out of place here. My head hurts just thinking about it.
Just remember, I've somewhere
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. My bed.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
None of us is guaranteed a...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
I know so little of this world.
The end.
Got more soil for me than an unholy.
I must be
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Was I lacking in devotion?
causes conflict to plague the world.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you can afford perpetual generosity. I hope...
Never should have come here.
heavens have forsaken us. All is well met, Sir Arisen. Might I try? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information? Right you are.
Is there aught I can assist you with? Is there aught I can assist you with? A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
You will suffer for this. What teachings might salve the people?
I fear I've much to attend to.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
What teachings might salve?
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
Wickedness has no hold on it. I find such solace in prayer.
I know so little of this world, and of myself.
Was I lacking in devotion? Where could Malcolm have gotten off? Perhaps you could try asking the other children.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report our results?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots. Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide. Right you are.
Is there no getting through this door?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this in.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate it. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream. You have my support.
The books ne'er seem...
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one. Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
You will suffer for this.
I've never heard such nonsense.